They're playing a Kahoot. Number blocks. Kahoot challenge. What are we doing? A Kahoot challenge. Oh. So question 1. True or false?
No, get out. You're not the same height.
True or false? Is Bugs Bunny friends with Daffy Duck? This is easy. Easy. Bro, this is so easy, bro. Nah. Bzz. The answer is yes. Because Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are typically friends. So you were right. So I'll bump you up to 5 blocks. Since you said no, I'm bumping you up to 2 blocks. And here's all the rules. If you get a question right, you bump up. But if you get a question wrong, you bump down. But if you go down to 2 blocks or 1 block, then you'll lose. So sorry, you'll lose 2 blocks. Oh no, you know what that means. Ah! Now I'm moving yours here. You were incorrect. So you only get 1 bump down. And you are absolutely correct. You'll bump up to... You'll bump up to 7 blocks. You'll bump up to 7 blocks. So you'll bump up to 7 blocks. Yay! For getting that question wrong, you'll bump up 3. And you go bump to 3. Wah, 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 wah. Well, sorry. Oh, God. Oh, man. Since you got an answer right, you will bump up 1 block. Since you got a question wrong, you bump 1 down. And you getting that question right, you bump up to 12. Hey, that's not fair. Well, I get you that because I can't get you higher. It's only bumping 1, 2, 13. Since you get a question wrong, you only bump up 2. And since you got a question wrong, I'll still bump up you 1. Hey, that's not fair. Well, sorry, quarter. Okay, second question. Mia subtracts 363 from 400. What is the total number what she subtracted? Oh boy, this is easy. 47. 27, it's 27. It's 27, I think. Maybe. Maybe that's my answer. 47. Now, 36. You got that question wrong. Since you get that question wrong, I will bump up you 3. Since you got a question wrong, I'll bump you 2. Oh no! Ah! Since you got a question right, I'll bump you up 1. Sorry. Since you got a question wrong, I'll bump you. Since you got a question right, I'll bump up you 3 times. Since you got a question wrong, I'll bump up you 7 times. Since you got a question right, I'll bump up you only 1 time. I'll only bump you up only 1 time. I meant 2 times. Dun, dun. Okay. Now it's time for the 3rd question. What is 6 to the power of 4? Ka-ching. 36. 6. I know, 6. 1,296. Sorry, the correct answer was 1,296. Since you got that question right, I'll bump you up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll just bump you up. Hey, that's not fair. Well, I can do that. I can do whatever you want. I can do whatever I want since it's fair. Since you got a question right, I'll bump you up 5. Since you got a question wrong, you'll bump up 0. Ah! Oh dear. Oh dear, that must have hurt. Since you got a question wrong, I'll bump you 2 down. Since you got a question wrong, I'll bump you 2 down. Aww, not fair. Since you got a question wrong, I'll only bump you 3 times. Aww. I meant extra 2. Since you got a question wrong, I'll bump you 2. Whoa! All right, time for the final question. Time for the final question. 2 to ask. 1 to ask. This is the last one. True or false? Which periodic of table? What True. Okay, time for the final question. The final question is... let me think about it. Okay, this is the final question. What is the theme of the Big Bad Wolf made by number blocks? It's easy. You got a question? The answer was... don't be a meanie. Be good, not a bully. So you bumped 2. So that means, wow! I'll switch you up. Okay, think. Since you got a question right, I'll bump you up 3 times. And the winner of all is 9:30 seconds. Yippee! Yay! And in second place we have 13:30 seconds. And then in third place we have Quarter. So the winner of all is 9:30 seconds. Yay! Good game, good game. Let me see if it was too long.